Hello, purpose driven conscious leaders. Welcome back to another solo episode here at the Life School Masterclass Show. I'm your host, Alona Lepari, helping companies scale their purpose and profits so they can do more good in the world. And today I want to talk to you regarding how to build a self led company that can be exited from, that can be left as a legacy, that can be used as a channel for philanthropy, etc., etc., etc. So, all our businesses really are independent. I wouldn't say humans, but living mechanisms, right? Because there is clients in our businesses, there is teams in our businesses, and there is systems and processes and structures that always, well, ideally should always work together in harmony so that a business can operate and run beyond its founder without the founder being the chokehold of the business or the person that obviously is keeping the company small. So there is absolutely certain fundamentals to understand within the structures of the business so that the company can again be self-led and can really be built as an asset, because at the end of the day I always believe in working our vision backwards, and taking the next inspired actions and having the right education, skills, knowledge, strategy, expertise, which is pretty much the ingredients of a secret sauce, which is not so secret because there is a predictable process to grow in a company, which then you know and you can leverage when you make your decisions. And I always say that we are a sum of our decisions, whether in our personal lives or in our business decisions. However, we make those decisions, the more conscious we are about the way that we're making decisions, the better the results. And obviously, results are really what we have in our lives, whether we are happy with what we got going on or we're not. That's really the sum of our unconscious decisions or the sum of our conscious decisions. So I think it's really important to understand the correlation. That's kind of what I've learned from my experience is very important, which is, we're all conscious leaders here. We're always interested in leveling up, evolving, and also in working with our levels of awareness and consciousness so that we can make those great decisions for our company. So the fundamentals, every company has fundamentals so that it could be built at that self-led pace that we just talked about. So everything starts with, again, the vision, mission, values of the CEO and founder and their business model, right? I mean, unless we understand where we are, we don't know how to align the rest of the pieces. And that's another big pain point out there, that there's so much information around growing a business that most people haven't connected all their dots. So then you're working on different directions, solving the wrong problems, lacking cash flow, misaligning purpose and profits, time, jail, you're always working in your business. These are really byproducts of us not understanding how everything works in harmony together. And for a lot of you that might be listening to this podcast fresh, I am a holistic person in the way that I look at business. I look at business with the eye of more the human personal side, more of the relationship aspect, and also the systems and processes which are necessary to be able to scale something. So I kind of have a different approach to maybe, obviously, I don't know how other people see business because we all have a unique perspective and unique talents and gifts that we honor and we stay in authenticity with. So it's the first pillar is your branding. Then it's your marketing channels. How are you leveraging all your marketing channels to ensure that the prospect journeys are very intentional and we're leading people towards the sales aspect, which is serving people at the highest level, serving them, contributing beyond ourselves with our service. So all of these got to connect together. And then the other thing is, in order to scale anything, we need to scale our business models. We need to scale our systems, ensure that there's a lot of rinse and repeat things that we could do. We can leverage a lot of tools, a lot of other things, automations, to ensure that a lot of things that a human doesn't need to do in the business are not done by the owner. And you can really focus and clarify your area of expertise, your area of genius in your service delivery, but also in what you want to focus on as the CEO and the founder, so that a lot of the back end rinse and repeat systems and processes are already set on automation for you. And then once we have that happening, then we will go to team, because that would be the last piece of the puzzle, of the big puzzle of a company, which is their people. And then starting to position the right people in the right departments, so to speak, or in the right places, so that the company is structured and everybody's working in harmony together. And all these different pillars that I mentioned are all installed, and really planted, grounded in the company, so that everything works together. Your marketing works with your sales, your branding works with your marketing, and they all speak to each other. Because sometimes, just like, I used to be very frustrated when I worked for the corporation I work for, because a lot of times departments don't speak to each other. So it feels like everybody's working on different types of channels, and there's no like connection between all the different features. So it's the same when we're growing a company intentionally. We want to ensure that everything is always working in harmony, so that it all could feed into the main vision, mission, values of the CEO and founder. After, obviously, the company generates good cash flow, that is obviously a great measurement of success for companies, because without cash flow, you can't sustain the operations, and you can't grow beyond your current market, new markets, new business models, business development. Usually, the activity for the CEO and founder that happens after your scale is business develop, right? Develop your business. And that, again, takes strategy, takes focus, takes lots of rinsing and repeating of what you have currently built, so that you can mirror and multiply the process for the growth, to support the vision for growth. So those are kind of like the rinse and repeat if you'd like to continue on and would like to, move beyond that. But most leaders that I attract are always people that have a big vision, and they have a calling, and their business is not just a business. Their business is their purpose, is their mission in the world. It's really connected to something bigger than themselves. And usually, those types of people are always interested in growing, and are always interested in, getting evolving and continuously improving things. So if that is you, you're in the right place, because that's the beautiful part about business, which I was attracted to always in leadership, is that there is no ceiling. No one can tell you that you can only create this amount of impact and you're done. Your mission is fulfilled. You can keep going, you can keep growing, you can keep contributing, you can keep building. Those things are all things that you can continue, which is the good news for those of us that are, again, really feel connected to the path that we're on, and what we do and why we do it, and all those important things as well. So what I am doing, I'm running a free 5-day series, a workshop series, on September 16 to 20, from 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern. And what I want to do for everybody that's going to attend is to connect all these dots, so that this is no longer a mystery. I would encourage you to attend all the 5 days, because that's what I will do. I walk through the framework and the process as to how all these pillars connect with one another. Because that's usually what I see is the biggest gap for companies and owners and founders, is that they're just learning. They have a lot of gaps between all the pieces that are needed to build a self-led company. So when you attend the workshop, that is what I'll do. I will structure intentionally all the days of the workshop, so that you have everything together, and it's all the puzzle pieces are connecting, and everything is in order of sequence and priority, so that you understand, okay, so here's where I am, this is what I've built so far, and these are the gaps based on kind of where I need to go. And that piece of clarity is golden, because I always say that clarity is the first catalyst to making a great decision. And then a great decision leads to a great result. So just having that clarity, I believe, not only to mention the education piece, I believe is definitely going to add value to you. So I've included the details to the workshop right underneath this episode. go ahead and register right away. We want to ensure that we have enough room for everybody. And also share it with other people that you really feel this would add value to. And, and they're trying to connect their own dots in their business just separately, right? And sometimes, they're very frustrated as to kind of what is the right thing to focus on, especially if they don't have the results that they're looking for. So definitely share the information with other people. I believe in sharing is caring, and that's how we contribute. We share what we have with other people so that they can level up in their journey, and then together we can again come together for a better world and contribute beyond ourselves within our authentic paths. And that's ultimately my mission here at the Life School, to ensure that we are doing more good in the world through our channels of entrepreneurship and through our companies. So thank you so much for always watching, supporting the show. For new listeners, welcome. We have always a bunch of new amazing listeners that join us. I can't thank you enough for your time. I know you have many options, however, you've come across the podcast. Thank you so much for being here. And I really hope that whatever you've consumed so far has been adding value to you. So keep sticking around. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and review the podcast so that you don't miss any new episodes that we put out here at the Life School Masterclass show with Frank, where frankly, each episode, it's like its own masterclass. And I'm very lucky and blessed to be here and always learning from everyone that comes on, and learning from all of you as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time with